So today we are going to head up to Samana. It's about 150 nautical miles away. So it should take us around 22 to 23 hours depending on the winds. So you can see it's pretty calm the whole way up. Around 10 knots of wind, and then pretty much as soon as we get there, around 12 hours after we get there, some 30 knot winds and 4-meter swells come down. And you can just see all that red there. So we definitely don't want to be out in that. So that's why we're leaving today, so we can get safely into Marina before all of that comes down. So let's go. I'm excited for a sail. So according to the weather, it looks like we might have to motor the first 10 to 15 miles till we get around our first point. And then we should have pretty much a beam reach to the wind. And the wind's supposed to be between 10 to 15 knots. And swells are supposed to be like 1 to 1.5 meters. So it should be a nice sail. So we've gone around 13 miles so far, and for the past 3 miles, we've just been pounding into these huge 10 to 13 foot swells. They're ginormous, and they're straight up too. It's not just swells, they're like just these huge walls of waves that sail pending's diving into. And we're dead into around 15 to 20 knot winds. But yes, after we round this first point, we should be able to have a beam reach to the wind. And the waves are starting to calm down a little bit now, since since we're starting to round the point. They're just really souped up because of the gets really really shallow really quickly. It goes from around 5,000 feet to around 20 feet real quick. So that's why these waves are so big. But yeah, couldn't ask for more out of sail pending. There's no flexing, there's no rattling, nothing. The boat's just pounding into these waves. It's awesome. Then, out of nowhere, our fishing streak started.
Okay, we got another one.
Let's see, I think this is number 6 or 7. We can't keep count anymore.
Well, after motoring for just over 2.5 hours, now it's time to do some sailing. Then as the sun went down, the conditions started to decrease as well. So it's around 2 a.m. right now, and the waves have gotten more behind us, and now they're around 120 degrees. So we're kind of surfing down them a little bit, so we're doing between 5 and 6 knots. And the winds are still around, the apparent winds are around 7 to 10. So every once in a while we'll get up to 6 knots, but I would say we're averaging around 5 knots right now. So yeah, we have around 35 miles to go. So it should be there 6:30 in the morning tomorrow, 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So we arrived at around 7:30 a.m. to the Marina entrance, so we just kind of putted around because the Marina doesn't open till 8. So we just putted around, super calm. We got the sails all put away and all of our lines and stuff out, and it was time to head into the Marina. So this map is actually pretty cool that we're looking at right now. So you can see under the water, if there was no water there, what it would look like. So you can see the mountains and all of that stuff right there. So you can see that first corner that we went around, that island right there, and we just turn left and go around it. You can see it goes from around 5,000 feet to around 20 feet right there. And that's why it was so lumpy right there, just because it went from that, so the water was being forced up, it created massive waves right there. So then you can see once we went around that corner and we continued on, the waves decreased, and you can see why, because it was about 700 feet deep, basically the whole way to Samana. So that's a little bit of in-depth detail of why it was so lumpy right there around that first corner. Then after we got settled in, it was time for a drone flight. Puerto Bahia Marina was a super nice marina, so I thought I'd show you around. Just off our dock was a huge building lobby area, and if you went up the stairs, or if you didn't feel like walking, taking an elevator all the way up through the breakfast room and into the gym, or you could go to the first infinity pool, which overlooks all the boats in the marina. Or if you just felt like lounging out, you could enjoy lounging in the huge lobby area and watch tourists come and go. And then just a short walk down the hall, you'd find the billiards room. It had nice leather seating and a pool table. And then a little farther down the marina, you'd find the pool. This is the main pool in the marina, and it overlooks Samana, which is that huge bay. Well, that's it for this video. Make sure if you like my videos to subscribe to our channel. Just press on our faces on the screen. And thank you for watching.